My name is Gabriel Mireles. I graduated UNT in May of 2019 with a bachelor's in organizational behavior and human resource management. And I am currently a people development coordinator at Ryan. So the award I received was actually for Dallas HR. So each year Dallas HR has a HR Stars Gala, which is to represent the best HR professionals in the city. The award that I was nominated for was Student Leader of the Year for the year of 2019. The reason why I was I was nominated through my professors, which then put me into a pool of a bunch of other students throughout the DFW area. The way people were selected was you essentially filled out an application, you wrote an essay, essentially just talking over all your achievements, your accomplishments, and kind of just what you did throughout the year 2019. And then you went through the process of becoming a finalist and then eventually receiving the award. You know, when I started at UNT, I knew I wanted to do business. I just had no idea what in business I wanted to do. I tried a little bit of everything. I tried finance, I tried accounting, just didn't fit. Jumped around some student organizations, realized I really liked the UNT SHRM organization, really got deep into that, got involved, eventually became the president of the organization. And they changed simply from an aspect that I knew I wanted to do business, and then I truly found what it was that I wanted to do every day, which was HR. Ever since, I've kind of ran with it, and I'm really excited and really happy to be at Ryan now, doing exactly what it is that I wanted to do. So one of the biggest things that I loved about UNT is that, especially in the College of Business, the professors push you to be more than just a student. They really want you to get out and do more than just the schoolwork in the classroom. A lot of my professors early on always encouraged me to get involved. So I truly did take that to heart. I got involved outside of the classroom, started applying some of the things that you do learn in the classroom, and then took on some leadership roles, volunteered, and then eventually I'm not gonna say I had all the things one needed to be a leader, but definitely a lot of what I learned and a lot of what I did in putting myself out there really did help me to whether it was how to speak or what to do or what to say, things of that nature. The impact the professors have here at UNT on the students is truly what made the difference and what truly helped me, or has helped me, get to where I am today. So one of the biggest things that I feel like I would give all students here at UNT is definitely try and be more than just a student. Try and be more than just showing up to class and just getting the job done. That's great, and that's definitely what the main goal should be, which is being successful in the classroom. But I also think that it's extremely important to get involved in things that benefit or that build on top of your degree. So whether that's student organizations, whether that's volunteering in organizations outside of the school, anything that can help you to get experience, to network with the right people, is definitely value added and is one of the biggest pieces of advice I would give all students for sure. So one of the biggest things about internships and just any kind of job in general, I definitely say is the experience that you can get. And I'd say my biggest piece of advice, whether it is you're getting an internship or you're getting a new job, is just be a sponge. Take it all in. Ask as many questions as you possibly can and be curious. Don't hold back. Don't feel like, oh, because I'm an intern, I feel like I can't do this or that and I'm limited in what I'm doing. I definitely say go in with a curious mindset and try and soak it all in for sure. That's the biggest thing. Just all of the workshops that the Career Center puts on. So whether that's resume building, networking, because it's one thing to learn about it and to read about it, but it's definitely another thing to actually put it into practice. And one of the things that the Career Center did for me, at least, was in the networking workshop, it really helped me practice what it was I was going to say, what it was I was going to do, how to act, because then I then had that experience to learn, and then later on, when a real networking experience came up, I wasn't able to execute everything that I had learned. So definitely the workshops that they put on, all the tips that they can give you, it's definitely a resource that I use, and definitely resources that I recommend for sure. In high school, I was just a student. I didn't necessarily care of doing the work. I was just kind of there. And my aha moment per se was my senior year of high school. I met with a counselor, and it was that transition meeting with your counselor. It was like, well, what are you going to do after high school kind of thing? And when I had that meeting with her, she kind of, in a way, was like, it's okay to not go to college. It's okay to just kind of go be a laborer per se, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it really just kind of put it into perspective to me that it was like, I'm more than that. I feel like I can make an impact on not only the world of business, but the world itself. So that's really what kind of made it all click for me. And ever since then, my goal was I need to get to a school. I got to UNT. And from that moment on, it was really just, there's only one option, and that is to give it my best. It wasn't always to succeed, because you're not going to succeed in everything that you do. You're going to fail sometimes, and that's okay. But as long as you put your best foot forward and you leave nothing else on the table, and you essentially can give it your all. That to me was the biggest thing. And it doesn't matter what kind of situation you're in. So for example, I'll give you my internship. There were moments where they were relatively tough, and jobs that I had throughout school as well that were relatively tough, not necessarily things that you want to be doing, but there were things that no matter what situation you're in, just try and take a step back and learn from it. And that was my biggest thing, which was essentially learning from every experience, whether it's good or bad. And I've taken that to heart. I've applied that each and every day, and that's why I can say, even though I don't feel like I'm anywhere near where I'm going to be in a couple of years, I'm definitely on my way there, and that's what helped me get there.